Jake, let's start with the second half at Kennesaw, and we'll get to senior day eventually. But what was the environment like for you guys? I mean, the feel in the stands and everything is kind of felt like a heavyweight fight. You guys would punch, the Owls would punch right back.
Yeah, no doubt. Going into the game, we knew it was going to be a back and forth matchup, and we're going to have to execute at a high level in all three phases to come out with a win. And all three phases did some really good things. And on offense, we were able to move the ball and score points in the second half. There was too many times that we were moving it and getting into the red zone and either coming away with 3 or coming away with 0. So that's something we need to continue to clean up and get better at. And then just executing down the stretch better and finding a way to win that game.
Kind of the way the game started for them offensively, it looked like it could be a long day, but something switched defensively. What happened defensively that you guys made things happen differently after that opening surge from them?
Yeah, we knew they were going to come out strong. They got a good, I think, 15 to 20 scripted plays that, that shown on film every game that they could produce points in the first quarter. And they had a hot start to us, but we knew after that we were going to be able to hang with them. All we needed to do was get our eyes and feet set and just play ball from there.
Kanye, I want to talk about the defense's overall performance as far as getting to the quarterback. That was an offensive line at Kennesaw that was averaging, surrendering 1 sack per game. That was it. You guys got to them on the stat sheet 5 times. You got to them 6 times, and one of them got taken away for a penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about just being able to have the opportunity to kind of pin your ears back and go after a big mobile quarterback like that.
Yeah, the big shout out to the D-line, first of all. It's kudos to them. They were out there working, and I think they showed out probably the most at any group on defense this week or that week, from the edges to the tackles to the noses, everybody was doing their thing, winning one-on-one matchups and just making the quarterback scramble, which he's good at, but keeping them contained at the same time.
Well, to follow up that on Jake, this bunch over here kept your jersey pretty clean all day.
Yeah, they played a great game. Going into it, everyone kind of challenged them, and everyone was kind of talking about how good Kennesaw's D-line was. And throughout the week, you could tell that they were all ready for the challenge, and they stepped up and played a great game.
Cash, as far as that goes, obviously keeping Jacob upright is a big part of it, but you've told me on more than one occasion this year, you guys love to run block, 170 yards for your featured back. Plus, Ramon had some big runs in the game. You guys were opening up some pretty good holes against a fairly highly touted defensive front.
Yes, it's always fun when you're running the ball, and we actually had a pretty good turnout for fans, for Bears in our little corner up there at the Kennesaw, which was very exciting for us. Just anytime we give Shamari the ball and let him take off and get down the field or push the pile, it's just always a good time for us. We like seeing him be successful, we like seeing Jacob be successful, we like seeing the team be successful.
Jacob, is it kind of surreal that this is senior day after being like a super duper senior?
Yeah, it's been a long journey. A lot to reflect on. Been in college obviously 7 years now, but it's flown by. And yeah, it's probably not going to hit me until the game's over, the season's over, whenever that happens. But definitely been a long journey. Gonna try to cherish this last week. Hopefully there's more to come, but obviously that's something out of our control. But yeah, definitely surreal, and just trying to enjoy every moment with these guys.
You like a professor by now?
Yes, something like that.
What about the rest of you guys? Just your last games coming up. Talk about that.
Yeah, what Jacob was saying, it's kind of surreal. Came at you pretty quick, I'm realizing in our practice as, the weeks go by that the last one's coming up. So all I got to do is just embrace it and enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah, we really have a good group of seniors this year. Jacob and I have also had that center quarterback connection, so it's been really great. We're friends off the field too, so it's just been, nice to know these guys and guys that you'll call after these years of football. It's only such a short time, 4 to 5 years. But the memories and it's just hanging out with your buddies, and you just gotta love it.
Can you, Cash, talk up a little bit about just staying here, for the transition and like what Coach was saying, not having the same stuff the other guys have and that kind of thing?
Yeah, Coach Beard's done a great job. When I first got here, it Missouri State football wasn't very talked about. It wasn't necessarily loved by the community. The community wanted to invest into us. It was just hard for them to. And then once Coach Beard took over, he invested into us, and then the community invested into us, and then the school started investing into us. It just was really a full circle moment to get everyone involved, and that comes with winning football games at the end of the day. You know, at the end of the day, you have to win, and that's what we have here is a winning program.
And you guys kind of rewarded them back by getting the win.
Yes, I mean, it's just a, you know, we'll scratch our back, we'll scratch your back kind of thing. It's just, they invested into us, and then it's very fortunate that we get to invest back into them.
Guys, most of you are pretty far from home, and playing this late in the year, got a game on Saturday. What are you guys gonna do for Thanksgiving?
I'm pretty used to not being around for Thanksgiving. Even in high school, our playoffs would go through Thanksgiving. So I like Thanksgiving better when football is going on. The last couple of years have been kind of weird. And I would have family members, my mom, dad would talk to me about Thanksgiving, and I'm like, whoa, I get to be there. So I'm glad that we're still playing football during Thanksgiving.
I usually have people out here, either, you know, in the community or just teammates, but I just want to say thank God my girlfriend could cook. Because, yes, you know, so big shout out to her. It's just going to be me and her this Thanksgiving.
Kind of like what Jacob said in high school or Oklahoma playoffs, you know, you're usually not there. You don't usually want to be there for Thanksgiving. It's a bad sign of a bad year, but we've got some things planned for, you know, the team, just more bonding moments, just hanging out with the seniors, you know, enjoying those last days that we have with them.